Hi guys, I'm Dominique and I'm back with another video. And in today's video, I'll be showing you guys how I reach out to different tourism boards in order to receive an all expenses paid sponsored trip to anywhere I want to in the world. As a travel influencer, this is just one of the ways that I travel for free. So I'm going to give you guys some tips and tricks as far as how I reach out to different tourism boards. Now, if you follow me on any of my social media platforms or even here on YouTube, you'll see where I explain that every city or state has their own tourism board website. So say, for example, you want to travel to Chicago, you go to Google and you type in Chicago Tourism Board. The first link that you usually see, that's usually the official website. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and click on that right there. Now, once you make it over to the official tourism board website for that city or that state, and even different countries have their own tourism board website, you're going to see everything you need to know about that particular place, whether it's things to do, where to stay, or where to dine. So the funny thing is the Chicago Tourism Board was actually the first city to give me my first opportunity. They covered my flights, my hotel, my food. They covered every single thing, and I will forever be appreciative of them. But once I get to the website, I usually scroll all the way to the bottom and click on where it says media. It either says media, news, or press. You want to click on that because that's where you're going to get in contact with those particular people that you need to get in contact with in order to pitch to them for you to come to their city and basically create content for their city, their state, or their country. So once you click on that, you're going to see either one or two things that you're going to click on. You're either going to click on Meet the Team or Contact Us. So on this particular website, the email addresses were listed under Contact Us. And here's where you can see Michelle. She's the Vice President of Media Relations. You're also going to see Amari. She's the Media Relations Coordinator. And here you'll see both of their email addresses listed. And these are the people that you're going to reach out to and send your pitch email to. I'm going to give you guys another example as well, just so you can get a better feel of everything. So let's say you wanted to travel to Las Vegas. You're going to go to Google and you're going to basically do the same thing that you did for the Chicago Tourism Board. You go to Google and you can either type in Las Vegas Tourism or Las Vegas Tourism Board. Like I said, it's always usually that first link that you're going to click on. That's usually the official website, especially if it says like things to do, hotels, restaurants, etc. That's when you know that it's the official website. And you're basically going to do the same thing. You're either going to go all the way down to the bottom of the page, or if they have a drop down menu, that's perfect. You're going to click on that drop down menu, and then you're going to go to where it says press and media. Like I said, you always want to look for things that either says news release, press, and media. Those are the main things that you want to look for in order to get the email addresses for the people that you need to reach out to who work for these particular tourism boards and who you're going to pitch to. As you can see on this particular website, it was not hard to find the particular people that work for this tourism board's email address at all. It took you right there. Sometimes it is hard to find their email address on the website because sometimes it's usually hidden. But as you can see on this website, we have Erica. She's the Director of Communications. This is her email address right here. You also have Justin. He's the communications specialist. These are all of the people that you're going to reach out to. You're not just going to reach out to one person. You're going to reach out to multiple people. They also have like other people that work for the company as well. If it says international brand relations, those are usually for people that are either in the UK or in a different country that want to reach out to these people for these particular tourism boards. I'm going to give you guys one more example, and then we're going to go ahead and go over and send our pitch email to one of these tourism boards. Another place we're going to do is Arizona. Now, Arizona is another tourism board that I work with. Well, specifically Scottsdale, which is a city in Arizona. But what we're going to do is we're going to type in Arizona Tourism Board. And like I always say, it's almost always that first website that you're going to click on. That's usually the official website for that particular city or that particular state or that particular country. Then what you want to go ahead and do is you're either going to look for the drop down menu like I said, or you're going to go all the way down to the bottom of the page and click on anything that says media, press, newsroom, news release, etc. And it's going to automatically take you to that page 9 times out of 10 that has a full list of the people that work for this particular city or state or country's tourism board. It's going to take you to that page where you can see their email addresses, where you can send them a pitch email. So here you're going to click on Contact Us, and Contact Us on this particular page, they did have a form that you can fill out. You can also do that as well, but it's always best to reach out to somebody specific that works for that company, like Anna at ArizonaTourism.com or Jane Doe at ArizonaTourism.com. So here they had like a little thing where you can hover over the person's name and click on email and have their particular email address listed. Now sometimes it is hard to find the person's email address, like I said, but for this one it's ktodd at tourism.az.gov, and we're just going to go ahead and look for another way that you can, reach out to these particular tourism boards. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go back, right? So once we go back, you want to look for something that says press release. Now for press release, this is another way. Like I said, if you can't find anyone's email address that works for that particular company, you're going to go to press release, and it's going to show you all of the press releases. I usually go to the most recent, or I just click on the first, maybe 3 or 4 until I find someone's email address. And as you can see on this particular press release, there is an email address, like I said, usually at the end of the press release, right? So you see where it says all of the information about this particular city. So what you want to do is you want to go all the way down to this particular press release, and at the bottom, usually at the bottom, there is someone that you can contact from the company. So you see where it says media contact, and it says Josh. So Josh is the person that wrote this press release. He's the person that works for this tourism board for this particular city. So Josh is the person that you're going to reach out to. Like I said, if you can't find a particular person that works for this tourism board, like if you click on Contact Us, or if you're looking anywhere on the website and you don't see it, press releases are usually the second source that I use to find a particular person's email address, and that almost always works as well. Now we're going to go ahead and send a pitch to Josh that works for the Arizona Tourism Board. If you watched my previous video, you saw one of my pitch emails there. But like I said, I have a particular pitch email for a bunch of different things. So if you're interested in any of my pitches, you can click the link in my description. That's where I usually have most of my pitches listed. Or if you want to reach out to basically anywhere within the 50 states, I have an email list that I have listed on my website as well, where I have email addresses for basically all 50 states tourism boards within the U.S. So this way you don't have to look for each and every one yourself. You can automatically have that list and pitch to as many tourism boards as you want to. So like I said, that is listed in my description box below. So if you want that, you can go ahead and look in my description box. Now we're going to go ahead and put together our pitch email. Now for this particular video, I'm not going to read it aloud how I did in my previous video, so you can pause to read it. But we're putting together our pitch email just with a bunch of different basic information about ourselves, and we're basically sending this to Josh, like I said, that works with the Arizona Tourism Board. And like I said in my previous video, if you watched it, you always want to link 2 things, which is your media kit and your links to your social media platforms. So I'm just going to go ahead and attach my media kit right here. But in the description box as well, I'm going to link my video where I show you how you can create your own media kit. And if you don't know what a media kit is, a media kit just basically lists information about you and your background as an influencer. For example, in my media kit, I have all of my numbers for my social media platforms, like how many followers I have, my engagement rates, my demographics, my analytics. I also have the previous companies that I've worked with, and I also have links to my social medias that I don't list in my email, like my YouTube and my Twitter. But here I'm just linking my Facebook, my TikTok, and my Instagram, which, like I said in my previous video, those are my 3 most popular social media platforms. And I'm always going to say this to you guys, you want to make it as easy as possible for these people to find you and to see your page. You don't want to make it difficult at all. You don't want them to do any searching. When they open your email, you want them to be automatically able to click on any and everything that they're looking for. You don't want to make it hard because, a lot of people, their attention span isn't always there. You just want to make it particularly easy for them. to glance through all of their information and for them to know everything that it is that they need to know about you. Now, another thing that I always do is if you don't want to email these particular people individually, you can email them all at once. So you just want to go back to that contact us page and you want to copy and paste another email address for someone that works for that same particular tourism board. And you basically want to blind carbon copy or BCC them into that same exact email. And what blind carbon copy means, or BCC, it basically means that everyone in this email will be emailed the same thing, but they're not going to be able to see everyone else's email that's basically attached to this email. So it's going to be like they're receiving this email individually from you, even though you sent it to maybe 3, 4, or 5 different people that work for this particular company. Lastly, I'm just going to show you guys what my media kit looks like, just so you can have an example. And like I said, there's a video that I made showing you how to make a media kit, which is linked in my description box below. But this is my media kit. It has, like I said, links to my social media channels, my previous paid collaborations, and just a bit of background information about myself and basically me as a travel influencer. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I'll be sure to make a video answering those questions, and be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. Peace, guys.